Mm-hmm. When the city sleeps, that's when you find me. Your message comes at midnight, like it always does before. 3 little words on my screen, and I'm already at the door. You don't call me in the daytime, you don't ask where I've been, but when the streets turn empty, you let me underneath your skin. You open up the window, and the whole room turns to blue. You say you haven't missed me, but your eyes are telling truth. We don't talk about tomorrow, we don't ask what this could mean. We just let the night surround us, like we're somewhere in between. Maybe daylight makes us careful, maybe darkness makes us brave. Maybe we only know our feelings when there's nothing left to say. Only when the city sleeps do you let your heart come close to me. Only when the lights go down do you let me stay around. Only when the city sleeps do you say the things you never mean to say beneath the morning sun, where we have to become someone. Only when the city sleeps you remember how we used to feel, and for a few hours in the dark you let me touch your heart again. You lean against the kitchen counter while I'm standing by the sink. You tell me about your problems and I listen while you breathe. There's a softness in your voice that you never show outside, like the person underneath it all is tired of having to hide. I know the rules between us, I know what we cannot say. You disappear with sunrise and we don't speak through the day, but every time the evening comes I know you'll find your way back into this little world where we don't have to explain. Maybe we're afraid of wanting something neither one can keep. Maybe that's why we only love when the whole world falls asleep. Only when the city sleeps do you let your heart come close to me. Only when the lights go down do you let me stay around. Only when the city sleeps do you say the things you never mean to say beneath the morning sun, where we have to become someone. Only when the city sleeps you remember how we used to feel, and for a few hours in the dark you let me touch your heart again. Cool, come closer. Don't think about tomorrow, not tonight. Just stay. Last night you asked me softly if I ever wanted more. I looked at you in silence because I knew what you were asking for. I could say that I don't need you, I could say this is enough, but your hand was in my hand and I knew I'd had enough. I wanna see you in the morning, not just underneath the moon. I wanna hear you say my name when the daylight fills the room. promise I just need the truth exposed. I don't wanna be the person that you only see at night. I don't wanna be your secret when my heart is asking why. Ooh. The city can't keep sleeping, but I don't wanna hide. If we're gonna love each other, let it live outside tonight. Only when the city sleeps was the only time you came to me. But I don't want another night where we disappear from life. Oh, only when the city sleeps was when you let your heart be free. But if you're gonna stay with me, stay when the morning starts to breathe. I don't need you in the darkness if you can't stand beside me. I don't want a love that vanishes every time the sun arrives. You stay in the morning, don't disappear. No more hiding, no more midnight promises. The first light touches your face and you don't reach for your coat. You look at me and smile, like maybe we finally know who. Only when the city sleeps, no more. Your message comes at midnight, like it always does before. 3 little words on my screen, and I'm already at the door. You don't call me in the daytime, you don't ask where I've been. But when the streets turn empty, you let me underneath your skin. You up and before your memory fades, let me remember you tonight. I still remember your apartment on the 7th floor downtown. The way you opened up the curtains when the sun was going down. You would make a cup of coffee, then you'd sit beside the glass, and we'd talk about our futures like we knew they couldn't pass. I remember how you whispered when the whole world went to sleep, how you told me all your secrets you were always scared to keep. I remember every little thing I thought I'd never lose. Now I'm standing in the silence trying not to think of you. Maybe memories are changing every time I close my eyes. Maybe soon I'll lose the details of the way you looked that night. Before your memory fades, I wanna hold it one more time. The sound of you laughing, the way your hand felt in mine. Before your memory fades, before the years erase the view, I wanna remember everything that made me fall for you. I know the heart keeps moving even when it wants to stay. So let me keep this little piece before your memory fades. I remember Sunday evenings when we'd drive without a plan. You would rest your head beside me and I'd reach for your hand. We'd stop somewhere for dinner and stay longer than we planned. You would steal something from my plate and I'd pretend to be annoyed. I remember rainy mornings when you wouldn't leave the bed. You would pull the covers over us and hide beneath my chest. Those ordinary little moments moments were the ones I never knew would become the kind of memories that I'd spend years holding to. I don't wanna change the ending, I don't wanna make you stay. I just wanna keep the beauty before it slowly slips away. Before your memory fades, I wanna hold you one more time. The sound of you laughing, the way your hand felt in mine. Before your memory fades, before the years erase the view, I wanna remember everything that made me fall for you. I know the heart keeps moving even when it wants to stay. So let me keep this little piece before your memory fades. Don't fade away. Not tonight. Your voice, your smile, the way you said my name. Maybe someday I'll forget the exact color of your eyes. Maybe I'll forget the little scar you had above your smile. Maybe I won't hear your voice when a certain song comes on. Maybe one day I'll remember us and feel nothing wrong. And I think that's what healing is. Not pretending we were never there, not pretending I don't miss you, not pretending I don't care. Yeah, it's allowing every memory to become a softer light, something I can look back on without needing you tonight. If I could hold one photograph, I'd choose the night we stayed awake, talking until the morning about every dream we chase. You said you'd always know me, even when the years moved on. I didn't know how true that was until you were gone. Now I know some love is temporary, but temporary doesn't mean it's small. You gave me something beautiful, and I remember that through it all. Before your memory fades, I remember what was real. Not the way that we were broken, but the way you made me feel. Before your memory fades, I'll let the old nights disappear. And if someday I forget the details, I'll still be grateful you were here. I won't chase another ending, I won't ask the past to stay. I'll just hold you for a moment, then let the memory fade slowly. I remember you, but I'm letting go. No more holding on. The night is getting quieter, your face is getting soft. I close my eyes one final time and let the picture drift off. Before your memory fades, thank you for the love we made. I remember, then I let you go. It's funny what the quiet remembers, especially your voice. I was driving home at midnight with the radio turned Streetlights moving on the windshield, like a film from long ago. Then a song came through the speakers, one we used to sing along. And suddenly I heard your laughter somewhere underneath the song. I could almost hear you saying that I always sing too loud. You would smile and shake your head, then turn the music up somehow. I laughed there by myself at something that was years ago. Funny how a single melody can make an old heart glow. I don't miss the way we ended, I don't wish to change the past. I just miss the little moments that I thought would always last. I hear your voice in the quiet when the whole world disappears, in the spaces between midnight and the memories I keep near. I hear your voice in the quiet, but it doesn't hurt tonight. It's just a little piece of yesterday passing softly through my mind. I don't need you to come back, I don't need another sign. I can hear your voice in the quiet and still leave the past behind. There's a coffee shop downtown where we used to lose an hour. You would sit beside the window while I watched you watch the rain. I went there alone last Tuesday for the first time since you left, and the place looked almost smaller than the picture in my head. The waiter brought my coffee and I almost ordered yours. Then I smiled at my reflection and remembered who I was. There was no dramatic feeling, no breaking down, no tears, just a quiet kind of gratitude for everything we shared. Maybe that's what healing looks like, not forgetting what was true, just remembering the beauty without needing it renewed. I hear your voice in the quiet when the whole world disappears, in the spaces between midnight and the memories I keep near. I hear your voice in the quiet, but it doesn't hurt tonight. It's just a little piece of yesterday passing softly through my mind. I don't need you to come back, I don't need another sign. I can hear your voice in the quiet and still leave the past behind. Ooh, I hear you, but I'm alright. Just a memory, just a melody, nothing I need to chase tonight. Sometimes I wonder where you are when the evening starts to fall. If you still take your coffee with too much sugar after all. If you still laugh at bad movies or stay awake until 2. If you ever hear a certain song and think about me too. But I don't need those answers to appreciate the past. Some questions can stay unanswered and still leave something intact. You were once a part of me that I will never need to hide. But the life I'm living now is becoming mine. I used to think that moving on meant leaving everything behind. Now I know you can carry love without carrying the And I hope the life you're living is everything you dreamed it'd be. No need for one more conversation, no need to reopen that door. Some love can remain beautiful without becoming something more. And when the silence finds me, I won't be afraid to hear the echoes of a love that mattered without wishing you were here. I hear your voice in the quiet when the whole world disappears, but now it sounds like something gentle, not a reason to shed tears. I hear your voice in the quiet, and I let the feeling pass like a distant train in midnight, moving slowly through the dark. I don't need you to come back. I don't need to turn back time. I can hear your voice in the quiet and know that I'll be fine. I hear your voice in the quiet, but I'm not standing still. I'm grateful for the love we had and for everything it built. I hear your voice in the quiet, and I breathe and let it fade. Some memories are meant to visit, not to ask us to stay. Ooh, I remember, but I'm alright. Your voice, your smile, your love, still part of the story. The song is almost over, the road is almost home. I turn the radio down low and let the silence come. I still remember the way you left that door. You didn't slam it when you left, you didn't say a word. You just stood there for a moment like you wanted to be heard. Your hand was on the handle, your eyes were on the floor, and I knew that something ended before you walked through that door. I remember what you were wearing, I remember how you sighed, I remember almost asking if there was a reason why. But pride was in the silence and fear was in my chest. So we let the moment happen without saying what was left. Funny how a final moment can stay longer than a year. Sometimes the smallest details are the ones that disappear. I remember the way you left the door half open like you might come back once more. I remember standing there with your absence in the air, and 1,000 things I never said before. I remember the way you left the door, and the silence when your footsteps hit the floor. I don't wait for you tonight, I don't need to make it right, but I still remember the way you left the door. For a while I kept the hallway exactly like it was. Your shoes were by the cabinet, your picture gathered dust. I couldn't move a single thing without remembering you. Like changing one small corner would make the ending true. Then one night I finally put your things away, not because I stopped remembering, but because I needed space. I opened up the windows, let the midnight air come through, and for the first time in a long time, the room felt like mine too. Maybe love doesn't disappear when two people go their ways. Maybe favorite song that slowly starts to fade. I remember the way you left the door half open, like you might come back once more. I remember standing there with your absence in the air, and 1,000 things I never said before. I remember the way you left the door, and the silence when your footsteps hit the floor. I don't wait for you tonight, I don't need to make it right, but I still remember the way you left the door. Oh, I remember. But I'm not waiting, no, I'm not waiting anymore. Sometimes I wonder where you are when the city turns to blue. If you ever think about the life we almost knew, maybe you found somebody who understands you better now. Maybe you've forgotten how we used to work things out, and that's okay. I tell myself some stories have to end. Not every broken promise means the love was never real. You were there when I needed you, I was there when you were lost. We gave each other something even if we paid the cost. If I could stand there once again with your hand upon the door, I'd tell you what I couldn't say when we were scared before. I'd tell you I was grateful for the nights you stayed with me, for every little ordinary thing that once felt like eternity. I wouldn't ask you not to leave, I wouldn't beg you to stay. I'd just tell you that I loved you before you walked away. Maybe that's the closure we were never brave enough to find. Not changing what happened, just making peace with time. I remember the way you left the door, but I don't stand there anymore. The hallway has new light and I sleep better at night. I don't need to be the person I was before. I remember the way you left the door, but I don't wonder what it was for. You were part of my life, you were never all of mine, and I finally understand it now. I let you go. No more waiting, no more looking down that hallway. I'm alright, I'm alright. The door is closed tonight, and the room is quiet again. I don't hear your footsteps, I don't expect them anymore. Ooh, I remember the way you left the door, but I love the way I found myself after you. I still see you sometimes, just not from where I used to. I saw your picture yesterday, smiling underneath the sun. You looked happier than ever, like your heart had finally won. I almost wrote a message, then I put my phone away. Some things are better left unspoken when you've already found your place. I wonder if you remember all the nights we stayed awake, talking about the little dreams we promised we would chase. Life took us different places, and I won't pretend it didn't hurt. But seeing you become who you are makes the distance feel deserved. I don't need to be beside you to know what you meant to me. Some love doesn't need possession to remain a memory. So I love you from a distance where my heart can't interfere. I'll keep all the good between us and leave the broken somewhere here. I love you from a distance. I won't ask you to come back. If you're happy where you are now, that's a gift I won't take back. Maybe I was meant to lose you so you could find your way. And even if you never know it, I'll still wish you well each day. Sometimes I pass the places where we used to spend our nights, the little street beside the river, underneath the yellow lights. I remember how you held me when the world became too loud, how you made the simplest moments feel like something we could trust. But I don't live inside those memories like I used to long ago. I can visit them for a moment, and I know it's time to go. There's a photograph between my books that I don't need to hide. It's not a reason to return to you. It's proof that we were alive. Or maybe loving someone truly means accepting what they choose, even when the road they take is a road that doesn't lead to you. So I love you from a distance when my heart can't interfere. I'll keep all the good between us and leave the broken somewhere here. I love you from a distance. I won't ask you to come back. If you're happy where you are now, that's a gift I won't take back. Maybe I was meant to lose you so you could find your way. And even if you never know it, I still wish you well each day. Ooh, from a distance, I still care, but I won't reach, I won't call. I'll just let you live. Maybe someday I'll meet somebody who can make my whole world new, and I tell them about the person who once taught me how love feels. I won't compare them to you. I won't ask them to replace what we were when we were younger, what we lost along the way. Because love is not a prison, and goodbye is not a crime. We can carry what was beautiful and still continue with our lives. You gave me more than memories. You gave me parts of who I am, and I'll always be grateful, even if you never understand. If you ever think about me when the night is soft and still, I hope you remember laughter more than every little hurt. I hope someone holds you gently when you're tired from the day. I hope they know the little things that I once knew by heart. And if you ever enough for you. Sometimes the deepest kind of love is knowing when to let it breathe. Not every heart you're meant to hold is meant to stay with you forever. So I'll love you from a distance, and I'll leave your sky untouched. I won't ask you for another chance. I won't ask for too much. I'll love you from a distance, with no bitterness, no blame. You can build the life you dreamed of. I can learn to do the same. Maybe we were only chapters, but the story still was real. And I'll carry what was beautiful and everything I learned to feel. I still love you, but I'm letting go. No more reaching, no more calling, just wishing you the best. Somewhere beneath another sky, you're living your life tonight. And somewhere here, I'm learning how to finally be alright. I saw your picture yesterday, smiling underneath the sun. You looked happier than ever, like your heart had finally won. I almost wrote a message, then I put my phone away. Some things are better left unspoken when you've already found your place. I wonder if you remember all the nights we stayed awake. We said we leave at midnight, but midnight came and went. The clock is somewhere past 11, but neither one of us can tell. Your shoes are sitting by the doorway, and mine are underneath the chair. The city lights are moving slowly across the ceiling of the room, and every time I look at you, I forget what we're supposed to do. You poured another glass of something and smiled when I said I should go. Then you turned the music louder, like you already knew I'd stay. We talked about the smallest things, just to keep the night alive. But underneath every conversation was everything we kept inside. Maybe we were scared of morning, maybe we just loved the dark. Because when the world was sleeping, we could finally hear our hearts. We forgot to leave tonight, forgot the world was waiting outside, forgot about tomorrow, forgot the reasons we were scared. We forgot to leave tonight, and I don't wanna know the time. Let the city keep on turning, let the morning wait outside. If this moment hasn't ended, we don't have to know it yet. We forgot to leave tonight, and I don't want to forget. You told me about your childhood and the dreams you never chased. I told you about the parts of me I usually hide away. You laughed at all my stories, then you looked at me so still, like you were trying to remember how it felt to know me this well. Your fingers touched my shoulder and the room became so quiet. There was nothing left between us that we needed to disguise. I could feel the years behind us, I could feel the night ahead, but for once I wasn't worried about what happens after this. Maybe we don't need forever to make one night feel real. Maybe some of life's best moments are the ones we never planned to feel. We forgot to leave tonight, against the glass. You move a little closer, and I wish the moment could last. I know there are unanswered questions, I know we have a past, but tonight we're not pretending. We're just letting something happen. Maybe when the sun comes up, we'll become careful again. Maybe we'll start making excuses. Maybe we'll call this a mistake. But tonight I see your eyes, and I know you're feeling this too. There's a kind of truth in silence when there's nothing left to prove. If I could stop the morning, I would leave the night like this. Your head against my shoulder, your lips almost touching mine. No promises to tomorrow, no questions about before. Just two hearts staying honest for one moment Maybe we don't need an end. Maybe we don't need a name. Some nights are meant to happen without asking them to stay. We forgot to leave tonight, forgot the world was waiting outside, forgot about tomorrow, forgot the reasons we were scared. We forgot to leave tonight, and now the sky is turning white. I don't wanna rush the ending, I don't wanna say goodbye. If this moment has an ending, I remember how it felt. We forgot to leave tonight, and for once we chose ourselves. Don't stay, don't say a word, just stay until the morning, until the light. The first light touches the window, the city starts to wake. You look at me and softly smile, like neither one of us wants to break. The first light touches the window, the city starts to wake. You look at me and softly smile, like neither one of us wants to break. We forgot to leave tonight. Maybe that's enough. Let the morning find us right here. The clock is somewhere past 11, but neither one of us can tell. Your shoes are sitting by the doorway, and mine are underneath the chair. The city lights are moving slowly across the ceiling of the room, and every time I look at you, I forget what we're supposed to do. You poured another glass of sun. Rain keeps falling, and somehow I remember you. The rain is running down the window like it knows what I can't say. I've been sitting in the darkness, watching headlights fade away. There's a song we used to listen to, playing softly in my head. And for just a little moment, I forget that you're not here. I remember Sunday evenings when we drive without a plan. You would put your hand inside mine like you knew exactly who I am. We never needed perfect moments, we just needed somewhere quiet. Now the city feels much colder when I'm walking through it alone. I don't know why the smallest things still bring me back tonight. Maybe some memories don't disappear, they only lose their light. When your shadow beats the rain, I can feel you once again, in the places that we knew, in the things we used to do. When your shadow beats the rain, I don't fight it like I did, I just let the feeling come, then I let it disappear. I don't need you here tonight, I don't need to turn back time. But when your shadow meets the rain, for a moment you are mine. I still remember your perfume on the jacket that you wore. I kept it longer than I should have, then I gave it to the floor. There were pictures on my phone that I couldn't bring myself to erase. Not because I wanted you back, I just wasn't ready for the change. Now I see them differently without the ache beneath my skin. I can smile at what we had without wishing it again. You were beautiful in my life, even if you couldn't stay. And I'm learning that a goodbye doesn't make the love a mistake. Maybe we were only meant to share a certain part of time. Maybe losing you was how I learned to find myself inside. When your shadow meets the rain, I can feel you once again, in the places that we knew, in the things we used to do. When your shadow meets the rain, I don't fight it like I did, I just let the feeling come, then I let it disappear. I don't need you here tonight, I don't need to turn back time. But when your shadow meets the rain, for a moment you are mine. For a moment, I remember your eyes, I remember your voice, then I let you go. Maybe somewhere you're awake, listening to the same rain. Maybe someone holds you close and you never think my name. I hope you're doing better, I hope life has treated you kind. And if you ever think about us, I hope you only smile. I don't need another ending, I don't need another chance. Some stories reach their final page without losing what they meant. And if tonight the rain reminds me of the love we couldn't save, I take the memory gently, then I let it wash away. I used to think that letting go meant forgetting what was real. Now I know that moving forward doesn't change the way I feel. You were part of my story, you were never all of me. And the heart can hold a memory without refusing to be free. So let the rain keep falling, let the old memories pass. I don't have the chase to thought I'd find you here. I was checking in at midnight with a suitcase in my hand. Just another empty weekend, far away from where I am. Then I heard somebody laughing at the other side of the hall. I turned around and saw your face and forgot why I came at all. You looked a little different, but your eyes were still the same. You said my name so softly, like you were afraid to wake. 1,000 old emotions came rushing through my chest, and suddenly the years between us didn't feel like much at all. You asked me if I had some time. I said I've got all night. Neither one of us could say what we were feeling right. Meet me in room 209, where the past is still alive, where the years fall off our shoulders and we don't have to hide. Meet me in room 209, just until the morning light. We don't have to call it love, we don't have to make it right. Maybe we're just two old memories standing underneath the neon sign. But when you look at me like that, I know something's still alive. You ordered something from the lobby and we talked beside the glass. You told me about your travels, I told you about my past. You laughed about the old days when we thought we'd never change. I smiled because the funny thing is you still knew me the same. You asked if I've been happy, I said sometimes, yeah I have. You looked away and whispered that you were glad to hear that. Then your fingers touched the table and slowly moved toward mine, like they remembered something before we gave them any sign. Maybe we were never finished, maybe life just changed the road. Maybe some connections wait until we're ready to come home. Meet me in room 209, where the past is still alive, where the years fall off our shoulders and we don't have to hide. Meet me in room 209, just until the morning light. We don't have to call it love, we don't have to make it right. Maybe we're just two old memories standing underneath the neon sign. But when you look at me like that, I know something's still alive. Still alive. After all this time, I remember you remember. Don't say a word. We stood beside the window watching taxis cross the street. You leaned your head against me like you knew where you should be. There was no need for apologies, no need to explain the past. We had both become the people that we once hoped we'd become. You told me you were leaving when the morning train arrived. I said I understood it, but something changed inside. Because for the first time in years I wasn't scared to lose. I just wanted one more moment of the life I once knew. This is only one night, let it be honest and real. If tomorrow takes you somewhere, let me keep the way I feel. I don't need you to promise that we'll never say goodbye. I just wanna know that somewhere you still remember why. We were young when we loved before. Now we're older, now we know. Maybe this time isn't forever, maybe forever isn't what we morning, the hallway starts to brighten. The city wakes outside. You pick up your suitcase, but you're still standing by my side. Room 209. Maybe we'll meet again. Maybe next time we won't wait so long. I thought I knew that chapter. Then you walk back into my night. I almost didn't recognize you, standing underneath the rain. And you turned and said my name, and everything came back again. You were smiling like you always did, but something in your eyes had changed. Maybe life had made us older, maybe time had rearranged. We stood there talking by the doorway, like no years had passed between. You asked me how my life was going. I said better than it seems. You laughed and looked away, like you were hiding something too. And I started wondering quietly if you ever missed me too. We don't have to talk about the reasons we became apart, but I can feel the old connection waking somewhere in my heart. Maybe we were meant to meet again. Maybe time was never really the end. Maybe all the roads we took were leading back to where we stood. Maybe we were meant to meet again, not as who we were, but who we've been. If there's still a little love inside, maybe we don't have to leave it behind. I don't know what tomorrow brings, I don't know where this could go, but after all these years apart, I still know what I feel when you're close. We found a little table by the window where the city lights were low. You remembered how I take my coffee, and I wondered how you know. I remembered your stories, the ones you used to tell, and the way you tap your fingers when you're nervous but don't show. You told me about the places that you visited alone. I told you about the nights I learned to make this life my own. We talked about our failures without blaming who was wrong. And somehow all the broken pieces didn't feel so sharp anymore. Maybe we were both too young to understand what love could be. Maybe losing one another was the only way to finally see. Maybe we were meant to meet again. Maybe time was never really the end. Maybe all the roads we took were leading back to where we stood. Maybe we were meant to meet again, not as who we were, but who we've been. If there's still a little love inside, maybe we don't have to leave it behind. I don't know what tomorrow brings, I don't know where this could go, but after all these years apart, I still know what I feel when you're close. When you're close, it still feels familiar, not the same, but something beautiful, something I remember. You asked if I ever thought about us. I smiled before I answered slow. I said sometimes when the night gets quiet. There are things you never know. You look down at the table and your fingers touch my hand, and that little moment told me more than any words ever could. We didn't rush into the feeling, we didn't promise anything. We just let the night surround us and listen to the silence sing. Baby, love deserves a second chance when both hearts have learned to heal. Maybe we can start with honesty and see what happens when it's real. I don't need you to forget the past, I don't need to erase mine. We can leave the old story where it was and write a different one tonight. If I could go back to the beginning, I wouldn't change the way it went. Every loss became a lesson, every goodbye made us good friends. Maybe we needed all those lonely nights to understand what we had. Maybe distance gave us vision for the love we couldn't grasp. So don't tell me where this ends, don't ask me what tomorrow means. Just stay here for another minute and let me see what this could be. Maybe we were meant to meet again, maybe time was never really the end. Maybe all the roads we took were leading back to where we stood. Maybe we were meant to meet again, not as who we were, who we've been. There's still a little love inside. Maybe we don't have to leave it behind. I don't know what tomorrow brings, I don't know where this could go. But after all these years apart, I still know what I feel when you're close. Maybe we were meant to meet again. Maybe this is where the story bends, not returning to the past, finding something built to last. Maybe we were meant to meet again with a little more courage than back then. If you feel the same tonight, you don't have to hide your heart this time.